Okay, whenever you're ready.
Hi, my name is Michelle Miller. I am a Scotts Valley Band of Pomo tribal member. Um, I live in a Scotts Valley tribal house. I am a descendant of Rose Ray Miller, whose parents are Jean and Bessie Ray, who we all come from this tribe. And recently I've been evicted from my home, and I've been fighting it, and today was the day I would have had to leave if I didn't go fill out some papers to stop it. And then when it was supposed to be stopped here by tribal chairman, Don Arnold and Ben Wright, our tribal administrator, and Bear Ford, our housing, supposedly temporary housing guy, for Jody Larson, were at my home anyway, waiting for the sheriff who never showed up. So how does that look? Our own tribal chairman trying to kick out a tribal member by force. How right is that? And I have kids. One's disabled, and they've been going through it just like me.
Okay, how does that make you feel? Like as a mother?
I feel that they don't care. I feel like they don't even care about what we have to go through, everything, like as far as packing, moving, school, all that. And they've just been looking forward to start school, and then this happens. And we were supposed to be out on August 5th, which was the same day we had our family reunion. So I called up one of the council people and asked them, how could they do this? Are they serious on this day? Oh no, we changed it, they said. Oh, till 5 days later. So I really thought that I thought they wouldn't do this. But when they did, here we are now, and they didn't think I would do anything about it. Just sit there and take whatever they give me. Treating us tribal members like crap. Trying to shut us up. It all started back when we tried to get a petition against somebody recently. And there was 5 of us doing it, and now us 5 are getting treated like crap. And we're just doing what we think is right and what we know is right. So if that's wrong, I don't want to be right. Yeah.
Okay, do you think your constitution is being violated by the council?
Yes. The council, the tribal council, our election board, our administration, everything is like, okay, I know we're all family, and some kind of family member is going to be in whatever, but it's all the same immediate family that's in everything. So we pretty much don't got to say so, when it comes to certain things, because they're going to outrule us one way or the other. For example, I'll give you an example. Our tribal chairman is Donnie Arnold. Vice chairman is Crystal Ray, and these are the 2 people that are our housing people too, vice and the chairman. So how fair is that? Even if I wanted to go do a grievance with this, how fair is that? How fair is that going to be for me when you got the same people on the council who are doing these certain things with the housing? So we would never get anywhere because I wouldn't get a fair chance anyway. Here we are, fighting my tribe, fighting my tribe, which I never thought I would be doing. I thought they would be for me, and here they're,
Do you feel that the tribal administrator controls the council?
Yes, I really do. And I told this to the tribal council when we had a housing meeting on July 10th. And every time I brought Ben Wright up, they kept going around him, didn't want to talk about him, but he's the main one that started a lot of these, whatever arguments, whatever disagreements within the tribe. And here we are fighting each other because, certain things that I told them that he runs them. tribal council, that he has a lot of influence on them, and they try to say, oh no, he don't. He's of us. And I go, well, aren't you us? Don't you represent us? And he's all, well, oh no, these are two separate things. How are these two separate things? We're one tribe, but, and then we have, oh, our lawyer. Isn't our lawyer, I mean, their lawyer, our lawyer? It ain't no, it don't ever seem like that. They always say their lawyer. So he made it loud and clear that we were two different entities.
Do you feel that he keeps us fighting so that he can control the tribe? Keeps the two?
I think so.
Faction.
He like things that are going on. He only lets certain information out to certain people who don't know totally everything that's going on, and they're like, "Oh, I never knew that," and that's when things get out of hand, or someone's hating on this person because they're getting Okay, for example, I thought I was leasing to own my house, paying every month, out of my per capita payments, and here we got people that move, especially to the Bay Area, to make it look like we have what do you call it? Most of our people living there.
Affiliation?
To make it look like most of our head count was there, and them people down there are getting free rent, free utilities, free whatever. They're getting everything for free, and us up here are struggling. How fair is that? And I even asked them, and they don't know what to say. They couldn't give me an answer. So, and then they're talking about, oh, we're sitting here waiting for handouts. What are we getting? We're not getting anything. So how could they say that? Waiting for free stuff. What am I getting for free? I asked him, Kevin Arnold. What am I getting for free? I said, I pay my rent, so how do you figure I'm getting for free?
Do you feel that you were financially set to afford a house like this when they offered you the house?
With my income then, yes. And well, because like I said, I thought I was just going to be renting to own, paying the tribe. Sooner or later down the line, I'll be owning the house. And yes, I knew I had to go to these financial workshops, but when these workshops came about, they happened to coincide with our ceremonies, our the traditional ceremonies. So I couldn't make it. And then they told me at a meeting that, oh, we can't go around your schedule. We can't schedule things around your schedule, but they'll schedule things around baseball, softball for these other people in the Bay Area. Yeah, so it's crazy. Now all that money down there that this supposedly Allen Ginsberg investor was investing in these people is run out. And now they all have to move. They all have to pay on their own, just like I am now, and been doing. They got to start doing that now. And they're even trying to bribe me about giving me more rent. Oh, we'll give you more this and that, which I don't think's right either. Sure, it might look good, also I'll take it, but it isn't fair to everybody else that I get more than them. That's not fair.
Do you think your rights as an American citizen are being violated?
Yes. For one,
Your freedom of speech?
well, for one, they're just like, okay, we had a petition recently, which they said was invalid because of such and such signatures, whatever. So they went and got one on us, and they wouldn't even show it to us, who signed it, or they said they had this many people. But yeah, and then they're just trying to shut us. Now they want to shut us up with some kind of a moratorium. I don't know what it is, something that they want to get against us now. Me, Les Miller, Ron, Arnold, Aggie, Elliot, and Michael Bryant. That's 5. They're trying to go after now. And ever since we started doing this, and when I got in an argument with Ben Wright and brought up Allen Ginsberg, that's when all this started with me, with them doing things to me, threatening to kick me out, this and that, but never really thought they would come to this, And here we are.
The Constitution is very specific on the individual tribal members' rights. Do you think it's illegal for an outside attorney to come in here and create language that would violate the Scotts Valley tribal rights, individuals' rights?
Well, for one, because they're trying to make, well, I would say make us, but they're trying to talk us into giving up our sovereignty. So them, 7 people, the council could do whatever they want, no matter what we say. And no, we can't do that. We shouldn't do that, and we better not do that, because then it'll be just messed up for the whole tribe.
Do you think they influence the election boards and the enrollment committees?
Yes, I do. The past few elections, you know, there's been some, you know, violations in it, and we brought it up, but according to them, they're not, and it says it right in the Constitution, and they just let it happen. And as far as, you know, even as far as cheating the ballots, you know, they could be doing that too, and we don't know. And because, like, okay, I'll give you an example. A council member is not supposed to be anywhere near the election, because we're voting for council members. Well, there's a council member on the enrollment committee who has to verify the signature. Now, he's not even supposed to be anywhere near that poll, but they were, and that was, you know, overlooked, wasn't recognized, and went on about their business like, you know, what we were saying wasn't nothing. And we know.
Do you think it's right to have armed guards at our elections, at the Scotts
No.
Valley elections?
Because there's no reason for it. There's no reason to have armed guards. You know what? Just because we have a little argument within the family, which we've always had in the past, it never turned out, well, that I seen turned out violent. You know, maybe later on it escalated later on down the line, but not then there at the election where they had to get all drastic and bring in security.
Do you think that's because Ben Wright fears for his own security?
Yes, if this has all been right. Everything that out of the ordinary is been right, because they wouldn't think of doing stuff like this. They wouldn't have to do stuff like that. But he feels threatened out for himself, I think, not because of the tribal members. Because I even went to the tribal office with the camera when we first got the security guard, because they closed the office because they were scared that something was going to happen, or Ben was scared that something was going to happen. There was never no threats made. There was never no talk of anything. And all of a sudden we got a security guard. And our front door was locked. So I'm filming it. Here comes security guard. Oh, well, hey, why is the office closed? Oh, turn that camera off, he said. I said, oh, okay. You know, like, yeah, I'm going to really listen to him. And then he puts his hand up and then he walks back into the office. And the office was closed for no reason. No violence, no nothing, no threats, anything. But if he puts that in their head, in the tribal council's head, because he has a lot of influence, and they go for it. They go for it.
You think is that because of the money they're being paid?
That he has to.
That he has that kind of say-so?
Yeah. Because, okay, Ben Wright is our tribal administrator, who was hired originally to be our EPA director, but somehow got to be the administrator. Now